Well, Will, that was a long period in the middle, wasn't it? But I think you and Alex Lees have shown the way forward on this wicket. It's slow, it's a little bit unpredictable at times, and you need to work hard to get your runs.
You do, yeah. I think the wicket, it's an interesting one. You bowl a team out for under 100. You think it's going to be a bit of a minefield, but I don't know. It's a little bit up and down, and obviously, if the bowlers bowl in the right areas, which their team have got some really good bowlers, and we've got some good ones too. You can get lateral movement too, so there's enough there, and I think the game's poised really nicely for us to get a slightly bigger lead tomorrow morning, and then hopefully have a crack at them and get some wickets with a new ball.
Yeah, and your opening stand of 208 was Durham's best opening partnership against Warwickshire in a championship match as well. It's by 6 runs. You've beat Wayne Larkins and Graham Fowler in Darlington in 1993. So it's been quite a long time in coming.
Oh, it's a nice little memento to take home. No, I've enjoyed Leesy's company while I've been here, and it was nice to spend an extended period of time with them in the middle today and yesterday as well.
And is the plan clearly just to try and bat the once if you can in this match?
I think so. I think with the wicket that hopefully deteriorates a little bit, we want to bat once and bat big. So yeah, I mean, it's up to the batters. There's a bit of a platform set now, but it's up to the middle order to get a few valuable runs, and then pass the baton back over to the bowlers, and they can do their job, and hopefully Durham can get, and we can get our first win for the season.
Now, Alex Lees has faced 336 balls, and his century came in 283 balls. So he's been out there a long time, and that's the slowest century he's had. So he's been very determined in what he's been doing out there in the middle.
Yeah, I think obviously Leesy, he's a player which he hits certain areas. From what I can tell, I've only known him for a short period of time, but he works really hard, and he's really patient, and he knows where to score. But I think it's also a reflection of the wicket. The opposing team, they've bowled really nicely in periods, and you've got to take your hat off to them and just sort of bide your time and sort of ride those ebbs and flows a little bit. So yeah, especially if you're bowling sort of around that middle stump, off stump line, I think it's quite difficult to time the ball down the ground. So I think that's why the outcome is Leesy's faced so many balls and had to work so hard for his runs. And myself as well, I've faced probably 250 odd balls from my 100, and I found it difficult to find the timing down the ground, and you've got to wait for those bowlers to miss. So yeah, it's an interesting wicket, but it's certainly something we're talking about in the dressing room and creating plans for when we get out there, hopefully sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, your final game, it's all been quite brief, really, hasn't it? You're only here for 3 matches, but it would be nice to bow out with a win.
Absolutely. Look, my first game here was down at Essex, and we all know how well Essex have been playing for the last few years. So it would have been great to get the first win there, but wasn't to be. And then we played well against Derby here last week. So a win this game against Warwickshire would be fantastic for me to sign off and say that we could get a win and play some really good cricket. But yeah, look, I've really enjoyed my time with the Durham guys. They've been awesome to me personally. They've been very welcoming, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Even though they made you sing a Will Young song.
Yeah. I had the headphones on and had Evergreen blasting, which I'm sorry, Martin, I had to put you through that, but yeah, the initiation is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I was glad to hear he hadn't made it to New Zealand. So depending what your musical tastes are, you've been quite lucky on that score if that doesn't float your boat. But well done today. Nice to see you getting some runs, and hopefully Durham can press on from here.
Thanks very much, Martin. Cheers.